That is what happened to me at the Tamron Hall Show. Have we ever talked about that?
Why were you on the Tamron Hall Show?
This was like, oof. Was it after? Yeah, it was after COVID. So yeah, it was. I went on the Tamron Hall Show the day that my album, Baseline Presentable on iTunes, dropped, but it wasn't because my album dropped. It was her birthday celebration. It was the Tamron Hall birthday celebration, and they wanted.
Was it like Oprah's Legends Ball?
What is that?
When she had every legendary female ever in existence.
No, I don't know about that. Wait, everybody hold for just a second. I have the worst frontal wedgie of my life, and I'll be right back.
You have a moose knuckle? Or...
Okay, where were we? All right. So I go to do... So it's like Tamron Hall was doing her birthday week, and part of her thing is that she loves comedy. So she wanted to have two comedians on. And that's what I thought, you know?
It's, by the way, one of the harshest lit television shows.
Oh, we
TV.
talked about this. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's unforgiving.
It really is just...
Oh, my God.
I don't...
Wait, did I tell you about this then? I don't want to repeat myself. God forbid.
God forbid we'd repeat a story, but do it anyway.
I'm all in.
And now I don't know.
Because this was some years ago. And I'm still traumatized by it.
I'm traumatized by the lighting.
Yeah. And they...
No, make it brighter. No, I want them to look uncomfortable.
Can you light me from under my chin? Yes, brighter under my chin. Yes. And now make her just fry.
Yeah,
frying.
that's great. Perfect.
So basically they wanted to have comics on the show, and somebody had given the producer my name, and it was like, oh, she wanted to have an unknown comic, which is always great. And I was like, sure, why not? I'll do it. It's daytime TV. I'll do it. And that's all I thought it was. But then I got a call from the producers, and they start asking all these daytime TV producer questions, like, what's your struggle? And I can tell in that moment, I'm going to lose this thing because I don't have a struggle. There is, like, what's the storyline? I don't know. Just being a woman in comedy is not enough. I have to be like, I was once, just a pure heart. My heart is outside my chest, and then somebody had to put it back in, and I have 5 days to live.
I had a problem with Ozempic. It went the other way.
Yeah, I transitioned out, then I transitioned back, and then I transitioned to the other side, and then I came back, and here's my story.
Right.
I have to have an inspirational story. Right. Just being me is not enough, you know?
Right.
And I can sense that they're asking prying questions. So she wanted to have an up-and-coming, unknown comic to give them a shot on this thing, daytime TV. And I thought, oh, well, I'm just going to go and do a set. It'll be 5 minutes or whatever. And I can tell where the questions are going is like, well, whatever happened to you in your life? Did you ever have a struggle? Were you ever homeless? And I can tell that they're prying the questions.
I would just say, yeah, because you have to play the game.
Interesting,
yes,
you should say so,
yes,
Patty.
Yes, I was homeless.
I said yes, and yes, I was. I said it to the producer because I went through my monkey mind and found a scenario, and it was correct. I was supposed to move in with a boyfriend. He turned out to be a con man, so thank God. But I was without an apartment for 3 months. That's all it was. But I wasn't homeless. It's like I had a place to go. Like I crashed on people's couches for a while in New York, mm-hmm. And I went back and I stayed with my family for like a month. I was in Sacramento doing a show once upon a so homeless was a flexible word for me in this scenario.
Transient.
Yeah. Gypsy? Can we still say gypsy?
No.
Can we still say homeless? No.
Homeless, not toothless.
Homeless is coming back. And so I just, I said, yeah, sure. I was homeless because I saw the reality in my head of being able to make that work. And then I didn't think anything more of it. So
great idea.
Interview goes away. Few days later, get a call from the producer. Hey, we're going to book you. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. And they had said, oh, Tony Rock's going to be there and some other it was like 3 comics that were supposed to perform as part of this episode. And ABC, they pick me up, they send a car, ain't I fancy? I go to the studio, And then they shuffle me to my dressing room. I have my own little dressing room, all this stuff laid out for me, all this swag, and Tamron Hall mug.
Oh, can't wait to drink out of that.
Oh, it's long gone. You'll understand why. So I go to look at like the call sheet and I see Zarna Garg is on it. And I know Zarna. And I was like, oh, this is like before she hit hard. Do you know who she is?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know who Zarna Garg is?
That's exactly what I just
That's
said.
amazing to me because she has like 5 million followers. Viola Davis reposted something and then it explodes. So she's like a comic that's
sure there are millions of comics.
But it's crazy to me that like these comics who are successful and like famous are not famous anymore. Like people aren't famous in a Brad Pitt way anymore.
Correct.
That's what's wild about what fame has become. It's so niche that you're like, oh, that person's famous. And you're like, when John went to this cafe and a guy came in and everybody was like swarming him. He's like, who is that? And his friend's like, you don't know. That's Golden Showers 8. And it's like, who the fuck? What? Do I have to know Golden Showers 1 through 7 to appreciate his work? But like, that's what I'm saying. Is that fame is very different.
It's not long. There's no long game anymore.
No, everybody actually has just 15 minutes.
It's fast food.
It is. And
they all lose their money.
Oh my God. Ooh, that's haunting. Ooh, put a pin in that. Let's unpack that later. We'll go back. So I see that Zarna's on the thing, and I was like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? Great. Well, I'm here because I'm an Indian woman who has this family who basically put her online, and she became famous, and she's an Indian mom, was the storyline of like this rags to riches story. So, getting makeup, getting hair done, and the producers come in, they talk to Zarna first, and they love her. Oh my God, I love everything you do. I love you. You're fantastic. So here's what's going to happen. Zarna, you're going to go downstairs. You're going to do 1 minute. And that was the other thing. They told us each we're going to do 1 minute of stand-up. 1 single minute of stand-up. And I was like, okay. So now I'm trying to cherry pick my 1 minute of the one thing I'm going to do. And, and she goes, and then...
Well, she's not Johnny Carson. She's Tamron Hall. She's got to, like, turn and burn.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I got to do 5 of these in a day so I can go to my Hamptons mansion.
I got to go.
Exactly. So she was going to do 1 minute, and then she was going to have an interview with Tamron. And then they say that to me. You're going to do 1 minute, and then you're going to do panel. Basically, like, you're going to sit with Tamron. She's going to ask you questions. And I was like, I didn't know any of this was going to... If I had one sound for the whole day, it was, that was it. Oh, we're doing what now? Oh, okay. So Zarna, we go downstairs. We do like a walkthrough of basically the set. Here's where it is. Here's 2 panels. They'll open up. You go out. You hit your mark. You do your 1 minute. And then she'll invite you over to the couch. Great. We go back up to the dressing room. So now the show has started taping because they don't mess around with the timing. And I was supposed to go on it was like 1 o'clock. I was supposed to go on at 1:47. And the producer comes up to my dressing room next and starts to give me the lowdown on what's going to happen with me. And she goes, okay, so you're going to go out, you're going to do your 1 minute, you're going to sit down, you're going to talk to Tamron. She's going to ask you about what it was like to be homeless. And then, you just and I was like, wait, stop, wait. I was like, you can't. I said, no. I said, no, you can't. You can't talk about that. She cannot ask me. The fire in my, even talking about it right now, like I can feel my neck getting thick. And I was like, no, you can't do that. And she goes, it's nothing to be ashamed of. She like touched my arm. Yeah. And I was like, no, I know. I don't want to talk about that. It's she says, but you were homeless. We need to talk about your homelessness. The show is started, and I'm like,
you hear like the theme music. You're like, oh shit.
It's like, but you were homeless. We have to talk about it. Time for Tamron Hall. And
homeless.
I'm like, and the panic, and she saw the panic in my face, and I was like, no, you can't talk about it. And she was like, well, it's too late. It's worked into your intro. Like they were going to bring me out like homeless girl. Now stand up. Erin McGuire.
They wheel you in like a shopping cart.
I have a little hobo bindle. Yeah. One shoe is ripped open. Sure. I have a sad dog.
A black eye,
I look like I'm like Judy Garland's hobo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she can tell that she's flustered. I'm flustered. She leaves the room. Now at this point, I'm in a blind panic, and I was like, I called up Jules. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to say I'm at ABC. They're going to say I'm homeless. They're going to say I'm homeless on ABC. And he's like, you listen to me. This is your chance. You tell Tamron Hall you're homeless and you'll get like a Netflix special. And I was like, I have to go. Because then I started to like literally poop my pants. My stomach went boom. And then I called Steph. And I'm calling everybody. Like I'm phoning friends from my past. I'm calling family members I haven't talked to in 50 years, being like, should I say I'm homeless on ABC? And it explodes. And now it's happening fast. You know, like they come up to get me. I've sweat half the makeup off that they've put on. And I'm like, I think I might need to. Well, yeah. Well, right. Now add the lights to that heat. And now they're like shuffling me downstairs, and I'm standing behind the panels that are about to open, and I see the teleprompter, and I see the words homeless, Erin McGuire. and the intro happens, and it's saying like, oh, there's all pictures of me. They're showing this like photo. I got to go back and watch this. I don't even think I've watched this clip. I don't even know how it was edited.
Do they have a picture of you homeless?
Did
they, like, superimpose your face?
And I'm sleeping on a grate near your apartment. And just like, wrecked, just fucked up.
And they just like added trash around it.
Yeah.
And, like, they're like in your arm.
They're AIing me. Yeah. Yes. And needle in my arm. And now here she is to do one single minute of comedy, Erin McGuire. The doors open and I was like, I levitated out. I was like,
were you like, do I have to go out in a limp?
I know. I was like, what's my story here? Can I fuck up my makeup like right before I go out? Can I twitch? Or I don't know. I did a minute of comedy. I didn't even finish the full minute because all the producers were there like doing the wrap it up sign. I was like, there's a minute. It's a minute of comedy. Nobody can do a minute of comedy and be like, am I right, ladies? And of course, Zarna had gone before me and crushed it. 1 minute of comedy has this amazing interview with Tamron that it's like, what's it like? Now, mind you, at this point, she had been in the comedy game maybe 3 years. I was in it like 7 or 8 at that point. So then they bring me over to the couch, and you can see that Tamron's getting a message in her ear, and you can see the teleprompter is erasing, and somebody's like frantically typing, and you just know someone lost their job after this.
I doubt it.
Oh,
it's not Diane Sawyer.
You'd be surprised. I don't think that she took this well, because she had probably practiced this whole. She probably had a slew of questions about what it was like for me to be homeless, and I didn't do it.
So the interview is going to last longer than your set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what were the questions?
I don't even know, Patty. Like, I think that I have blacked out half of this experience because every time she went to go say a word that began with H, I was like trying to cut her off. So she's like, I'm like, homosexual. Yes, I am a homosexual. Like, words that begin with home.
You're like, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. It's
you were home free. Yes, I was home free.
Home fries. I ordered home fries on the way here.
Your hometown is Arlington, Massachusetts. Like, just cutting her off at the pass. And I was on the couch. I was sweating so hard. And she's asking questions. I'm trying to be funny and trying to be like, I want to make the audience laugh. And then I was on there for another segment. I didn't know there was going to be like so now I'm like stuck on this couch. And they cut to commercial, and Tamron's not talking to me. She's separate. She's talking to people in her headset, doing one of these things. Like, who fumbled the ball on having this fake homeless comedian on my set? And now I can't even tell the inspirational story of the rags to riches experience. And then,
are you all supposed to be broken people that?
Yes.
Okay.
This is daytime TV wants broken people who have come back from something, or Elizabeth Gilbert. Like, that's who you want on daytime TV. Like, people who are really successful authors.
Sure.
Or women who have gone through, a meth habit.
Sure.
And kicked it. And wow, look at my inspirational story. You have to have something inspirational about you to be seen on television before 7 p.m.
Okay. That's
That's what I have to say, ABC. And you're on Disney, So then they bring the final segment, it just kept getting, it was going from worse to worse. The bottom third of the screen, the chyron said, Erin McGuire, aspiring comedian. I literally had an album coming out that day. And that was the other thing. I was behind the panels, and the girl who's the producer says, what you got going on today? She was like trying to talk to me about the day. And I said, oh, well, my album comes out today. And she goes, you have an album? You have a comedy album? I said, yeah, it drops today. And she goes, don't mention that. Because they don't want that story. They wanted me to be
destitute. They basically
struggling.
wanted you, like, here comes Fancy. Here's her one chance. Don't let me down. You're in your red dress. You talk to Mama, which is Jim.
Yes,
And
that's
Jim
what they
reminds
wanted.
Jim reminds you that you might have been born just plain white trash, but Fancy was your name. Just be nice to
Say all of the lyrics.
Just be nice to Tamron, and she'll be nice to you.
But just don't look her directly in the eye, because she hates you right now. I'm convinced she hated me. And then when they came back from the break, they brought Zarna back up on the stage.
Is this a real name? Because I feel like
This is a real name. It's not Zagnut, it's Zarna. They brought her back on the couch. And then Tamron says to Zarna, she goes, Zarna, do you have any words of, what is it? Do you have any advice to give to Erin as she's an aspiring comedian? And Zarna and I have been on many, many shows together. I have years ahead of her. I will say, she did not know this question was coming, because we talked about it afterwards. And she goes, you could tell, she was like, so she goes, get a son who knows how to do Instagram or something. Like, basically she's saying, my kids help me with my social media or something like that, as like her words of wisdom. But then she also said, she goes, I just have to say for the record, I've been on shows with this woman and she crushes it every time that she is on a stage in New York City. And of course they cut that all the way out. Oh God.
See, okay, so other than dressing
I'm
like
sweating.
Reba McEntire and Fancy, if Zarnut would say,
it's not Zarnut, it's Zarna.
get a kid who can do your Instagram, let's say, I would love to, but I had a botched hysterectomy or something, and just like, just take that, and she's like, oh, thank you for bringing that up. I can't have children. Why? I fell off of a picket fence.
Because
and it
I
went
was
right through
homeless.
right.
I was sleeping on the edge of a bridge.
Yeah.
And then I fell off the bridge and I fell right on my uterus. And now I
was
can't have
doing
children.
Eat, Pray, Love, and I was gang raped in Tibet.
And Fancy was my name.
Well, I was eating spaghetti with Julia Roberts. And then she'd be like, oh. And then Zarnut would have been kicked off the couch, and then you would have had the next segment.
Can you call her Zarnut for the rest of my life?
What's her name?
Zarna.
Zarna. No. I won't. Once I latch on to something that's false like that, I cannot. I told you that.
Zarna.
I told you that restaurant near our house is called, I don't know, I call it the Hungry Throat. I know that that's not the name. I think it's something Hungry Goat or something, but I only call it the Hungry Throat.
Hungry Throat is
And
a
I
gay
can't-
bar.
And I can't undo that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, because now it's burned in your head. You said it
Yeah.
once, and then it was
Yeah.
like, set it and forget it.
Yeah, like Marcus's parents were like, do you want to go
the
grab
Hungry
breakfast? I'm like, we can go to the Hungry Throat. Like, just rolled off of my mouth. Like,
They're like, Patrick, we don't want to go downtown to the gay bar.
we don't know. We don't want the Hungry Throat. We want something to eat. Oh, you'll get a mouthful at the Hungry Throat.
You'll get a throat full.
Yeah. You'll get the early bird special. What?
This literally is making me sweat talking about all of this.
Tamron
again.
Hall?
All of it. And so
I'm sweating just thinking of you being on that couch, knowing how bright that. And she has the fucking nerve to have yellow furniture.
Patrick.
It's literally like, here's Erin on the sun.
I love that is the part of the storyline you can't get past, is the shitty lighting of daytime TV. I was
help it.
homeless on ABC for 5 minutes.
Next to Zagnut. I still don't know who the fuck this person is. I don't care anymore. I would have pivoted. I would have leaned in hard. I would have been like, if you've learned nothing from improv, I'll fucking go to town with this one. Get a kid that can do your Instagram. I would I did have a child. He was murdered at the mall when I left him to go try on a dress to come to the Tamron Hall Show. It just happened yesterday. Wait, what? You didn't tell my producers that. I didn't want to upset the couch. Upset the couch, but this is your,
But
red
this couch
shirt.
is yellow.
And then all of a sudden you would have you would have come home and you've had all these offers because you lost your son.
Exactly. That was the thing. Is
This
that everybody?
was your. I know my first name is Steven, and you didn't take it.
I didn't take it. I did not grab the ring.
You did not.
I
learn
should've.
anything from improv.
I did. I learned. I know, because in that moment, the sheer panic of it, and the best part was, so we filmed this whole thing,
Sure.
and then I leave, and all of the people when you first came in were like, yeah, love you. When I left, it was like there was.
Like a bomb
I
went
was
off.
Sinead O'Connor at SNL in the back room after she ripped the picture of the Pope.
Well, and now, 2020, hindsight 2020.
Yeah.
Everyone should have been like, great job.
Exactly. But I remember the story distinctly of her saying, and then I went into the hallway and no one was there. No one would talk to me. And that was me. That was me at the Tamron Hall Show on ABC. I was like, I go back up to my dressing room.
So you just
no
equated
one was
yourself
there.
with Sinead O'Connor.
Yes, me and Sinead
A
O'Connor have
sexual
done.
assault victim.
She ripped up a picture of the Pope and I lied about being homeless only to pull the reins back when the moment was nigh.